Okay. You said what, Mom? Yay! Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see, what kind of meat are we using? 75% lean, 25% fat. This is the meat we're using, and this is what we're making. And obviously, there we go. Now let's put some fresh water in here. So your meat, this is the type of water you want. And that's what we got things on. Let it boil a little bit over so we can boil. And 1 tablespoon, so we can do 3 tablespoons of milk. And I should have used our measuring cup, but looks like I forgot. Nothing. I got everything. Remember, I'm talking to my camera. So this is what we're going to be making. No, I don't need anything right now. Okay. Yeah. I'll call you as my helper as the time goes on, because I'm trying to. But thank you. Okay, so now we're ready to put this in the pan. So let's get this going. I didn't know I was, talking that loud where you could hear me. Okay. Okay, so that's simple, folks. So now we're going to be turning this on to start cooking this in the back. About over to the same thing. Let it cook some. And then that's what it's going to turn into once we finish. The rice is boiling. These are the toppings. It's pretty simple what we're making. And the type of meat again is 75% lean, 25% fat. And then this is the going rate, folks. That's how much the meat costs that we're about to consume. And your Mr. Fox. Whoops, let's see why the camera's blurry. There we go. Mr. Fox taking a nap. Yep. Do you need anything? Okay. At least I asked you, because once I start, you'll be waiting, obviously. Okay, so we're getting it together, people. Whoops. Let's get it different. I'm going to use a regular. We're still waiting on the boil to happen. So this to get it going. So. And then we're still waiting on the meat to do what it needs to do. Because we're trying to make this. And the rice is cooking here. And later, that's when we're going to be using our milk. Once the rice is ready. Yep, that's what I got going. Yep. It's taking some time. I did, Yep. Does anybody like this? Has anybody tried it? That's the question. I think it's really good, if you ask me. I think it's good. Gotta give it some time. As you can see, a little over medium for both. It's gonna take some time, but might as well break it apart. And I'll show you the secret tool to break it apart. Just a second. This is the secret tool. So watch this. Okay. So once it's ready, it's going to be pretty much broken up, folks. You got to get one of these tools. You don't want to work harder. You want to work smarter when cooking. That's my solution. And then let's stir the rice just to make sure it's going to be coming along. Just give it some time. And your Mr. Fox watching you in the distance. But you gotta be patient, folks. If you want a tasty lunch, it might take some time to prepare. Okay, so I'm switching burners. Okay, because this burner cooks faster. So we're gonna switch this to here, and we're gonna put this back there. All right, and then we'll get to this stuff right here, our tablespoon, and and Mr. Fox, he's gonna want some of it. What's up, folks? How's everybody doing? Making this cheesy enchilada hamburger helper, boiling the rice right now. But as you can see, it's taking its sweet time to cook. It's not a fast process. Yep. This is going to be my lunch, but for somebody else, this just might be their dinner, This is enough to feed at least 3 to 4 people. 4 people if you're basically getting 1 helping, but 3 people if you're getting like 2 helpings with this amount of meat going into the rice. And then the rest of the little ingredients right here. And I'll try to, in the description, include this in some of the items. I'll do that later, though. That'll be literally after the show's over. Don't forget to check out the live I did earlier of my breakfast. And I did in the description below on there, show the stuff that I was making in the description. Yep. And while you're waiting on this to cook, look at how nice that looks. See? This is doing the work for you. It's stirring it, and as you go, it's cooking it. You're getting it together, and then you want to have a little something to drink while you're doing this. And basically let it cook. This is the drink for the day. Like, this is what I'm drinking. And this too, folks. Gotta have the water. But notice now it's starting to steam. It's starting to cook. It's coming along. It's going to be yummy. I'm told that my food is yummy when I make food. So definitely going to be tasty. Mr. Fox, he's the judge. Mr. Fox, you like my cooking, right, sweetie? He said he likes anything. I don't think so. I think he drinks coffee. If he dropped coffee on the floor, he's definitely going to drink it. Let's stir the rice. See how the rice is doing. Uh-oh. I got to find that. Looks like here's the rice. The rice is still taking its sweet time. It's not coming together just yet. That's why we're trying to bring it to boil. Okay, so let's put our top back on. And let's get back to this. And you do want to have your strainer ready, people, because you want to drain this meat. You don't want to get all that grease in there, especially if you want to have a beautiful, fabulous figure. I'll show you. If you want to have that hourglass look, that's why you want the lean meat. What? You remind me. Do you want to make me laugh? Please stop. I'm trying to get these people to understand. That's what I'm just trying to show them the reason you want lean meat is because look, I'm gonna show you folks again. Whoops. Okay, so look. You want to be able to typically wear those belly shirts. And look, even eat the Twinkies. Look like, so you can understand the meal. You want Twinkies. I will be eating one of these. This is the meal during the food. The good stuff, folks. The good stuff. Okay, so back to the food. Right. We're going to turn it down just a little bit. We don't want it to cook too fast. You don't want dry meat. All right. It's coming along. Yep. And then check on the rice. We can't forget our rice. The rice is doing good. I wonder why the rice is cooking so slow. That's why I don't hardly buy that hamburger. Have to taste that rice all the time. Yeah, I noticed. Yeah, this rice. You know, I'll let you look at it. I noticed it's cooking pretty slow. You folks are quiet. Just saying. Yeah. So, what do you think of what you're saying?
That's good.
Yep.
You should have kept the milk in there.
Okay. Yep. That's a good idea.
So it don't go sour.
Oh, whoops. Put this up, folks. Okay. Put this back on low. Okay. Yep, the meat is pretty much done. Look at this, folks. This is over. The rice is fine. We're trying to do something. The meat pretty much it's getting there. That's the good news. The good news is that it's getting where it needs to be. You gotta put the front kind of on low, but the rice still needs to be past here to get everything going. And these are the sauce packets. So look, the creamy cheese sauce packets and the cheese and the snack in between while you're waiting for the rice to cook. Gotta get it going. That's why we gotta have this on here. Get it cooking fast. Because everyone wants their lunch within 40 minutes at least. And then you want to get a good nap in after all this. You know, the goal is to be gorgeous and have a tasty lunch. Now let's get back to using our favorite thing just to get those few pieces of meat where it needs to be. Pretty much everything's broken up. My ground beef is gonna be mighty tasty, okay? It's gonna be mighty tasty. It's the only way to cook it fast. That's why I got this on here. Okay. Now, honestly, I have not made this before. I have not made this one is a new one for me. Many people have I've made like other versions, but not this one. So I do have my helper in the back for if I need help because she has made this. I have not. But so I do get help when necessary. But everything is pretty much look at how broken up that meat is perfectly broken up. It's gonna be yummy. And it always feels good once they eat the food, they let you know you put your foot in it. That's the part that gets me. They let you know that you're doing a remarkable, incredible job at cooking. And that just makes you want to constantly cook more food because you get praised for doing such a loving job. Now let's check on that rice. And hopefully your lunch is going to be, look at the rice, it's ready. The rice seems to be ready. Finally. Yep. Yeah, my helper is in the back and they're going to let me know how I'm progressing today. Yep, it's looking to be ready to me. So let's take a little break, folks. I'm about to turn the front burner off. I'm about to strain the meat. And excuse me. And you can turn that down for me. Okay. You do want to have your strainer nearby so you can do what is necessary. And kind of just like leave this in the sink for a little bit. You know your Mr. Fox, he is taking a nap. And then we want to kind of shake it. Get all that grease out. Because remember, we want to look good. We don't want to be fat, folks. That is not what we want. We don't want to be fat. You know, we live in a society where if you're fat, you know, people are just overly judging. So don't judge.
That's why I knew.
Yeah, I'm going to be wiping that off. Yeah.
Let it cook 5 more minutes.
I am.
Because I want to make sure it's done. I don't feel like doing it now.
Absolutely. Got to clean up, folks. You know, you don't want folks yelling at you. This is our dirty dishes. And we got some stuff that's gonna have to wash that too. But we are gonna have to cook this about 5 more minutes. And in between that time, you want to kind of like wash dishes to kind of pass the time. Eat your Twinkie snack. Am I making you laugh? That's true though. This in the back, it needs more washing. But yeah, I'll wash the stuff that I'm currently going to use first. Okay. There we go. So we got some stuff. Don't want to do too much, folks. Okay. Move this away so I can do the big stuff. And I would say so far it's come out pretty good, you guys. Sometimes you get lucky with what you choose to eat for lunch. That's what I will say. But again, a clean kitchen is what you want. You don't want to cook and leave it dirty. Get it knocked out while you're waiting for everything else to cook. It's kind of how you want to do it. Mm-hmm. Today is just a cooking day. Hi, Tom. What's been going on? You've been quiet. You've been awfully quiet. I haven't seen you in a long time. Thank you for those hearts. You know, how's the day going? Gotta check on the rice. You don't want to get too caught up with doing this and doing that. Gotta dry the hands. And it looks like that rice is gonna have to be drained too.
Sometimes I use the water to mix with the
Okay. Yeah, I have to ask my helper about all this stuff because she made it before. I'm giving her time off from cooking. She's an excellent cook. Yes, yes, she is. Okay, so everything is clean. All right, so it looks to me like I should be mixing this in, and then as I go, but I know, use the right. I'm gonna use this again because it's clean. This is what I was gonna do. I was gonna mix this and then.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do.
Yep. So.
But you gotta mix it with that seasoning.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. So I got it. I'm gonna.
Yeah, this is the sausage that goes on top.
Yep. I got it. I'm gonna also look at the box. And thank you. Yeah, why does it come with two seasonings?
Because one of the seasonings, this is the topping there.
Yep, I got it. Now I see. That's the last step.
See, that goes on top. The
Yep.
white sauce, the creamy cheese sauce.
Yep, I got it.
Yeah, I don't think you need to add no more water, though.
Yep.
One cup of milk. It said 2 things of water, but the water and the milk, because it's practically done.
Yeah, I'm gonna just toss the whole thing.
Okay.
Because to me it looks, like,
That's what I always do, use that water.
Yeah, that was a perfect amount of water. It pretty much, like he said, it didn't need to be,
Right.
Yeah, it was pretty much perfect. That's how you want it.
And then you mix the seasoning in there with that.
But that was luck.
Don't forget the milk when you mix it.
Yep. And you guys, we want to get this part right. Look at this part. This is when we do our milk. Okay, so anyway, folks, it says milk. Yeah, thank you. 3 tablespoons of milk. Okay, so this is our tablespoon. 1 tablespoon, 3 of these.
Oh, that's cut.
Oh, okay, I got it.
That's for the topping. When you said tablespoon, that's for the topping.
Okay, I'm reading that part.
I go on that 1 cup of milk.
That's what you want. Okay, I got it.
Once you mix the milk and the seasoning together.
Yeah, I got it. I'm going to mix it first, though. All right. So, folks, first we're going to mix. This is what it's looking like. We put the whole thing in the bowl. All right, so let's get to what we're doing.
So, Natalie, you said you and your daughter were very excited to see Charlie Kirk. Can you tell me what it is about Charlie Kirk?
Mix it all in, you guys. Take your time. You want it to be completely mixed in. I imagine this is a good meal for a prisoner. They would. It looks good to me.
That's why I said you got to take it off.
Yep. You do want to have your measuring cup out too for once you do your milk. Okay. 1 cup of milk. There we go. And that'll be as it's cooking. 2%. All right, let's read the box too. Let's see. Stir in milk, sauce mix, and rice. Heat to boil. So let's get some of that milk in there. Okay. And let's see how it's looking, folks. Look at that. It is looking ideal. There's our milk, and this is pretty much the directions here, so you can see that you really just got to follow what it says so you can make it as tasty as possible. You don't want people upset with you saying that it tastes watered down. So let's get this adjusted a little bit. We can turn the back off because we're pretty much finished with this. And our hamburger helper is coming along. All you gotta do, read the directions. You guys, it's coming out pretty good. And then here's the back of the box again. We're to the milk part, you see. That's the third step. So we're getting somewhere. Pour this as you go. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. Let's get some more milk in here. You want your food to be tasty. It's kind of how life is. And my helper made sure I didn't make the mistake and use this tablespoon thing right here, because that'll mess up the whole taste of everything. You know, I'm the main chef, though, as you can see. But an expert cook in the back to help you, you can't go wrong. Because you do want the food to taste good. You don't want to just be cooking for no good reason, you know. You know, this is the way to do things, folks. Let's turn the heat up a little more. And let's take a little short water break as we're cooking. Gets tiresome. Now let's keep mixing. I can't believe you're asleep, Mr. Fox. No, I think he waits until it feels like it's finished. Because that's when he really wants some. He's waiting for the finished part. That's what Mr. Fox is waiting on. Yeah, this is again for people newly joining. We're making this cheesy enchilada rice hamburger helper. And did follow those directions. It's not ready yet because it's got, it needs to, I think I need to turn the heat up. Yeah, because, I'm seeing how it's doing with the heat levels. Because I have a different place with how things go. So far, it's doing good. It's a little bit over medium. It's coming along. But it needs to kind of steam a little more. You gotta be patient when making this stuff. It's still not, we're almost finished, but not quite. It's looking like we got another good 10 minutes. Yeah, it's looking like about 10 or 15 minutes. I'm trying to say, depending on how fast this stove is going to heat up. Because I had to turn it up a notch to get it to do something. We're getting there. We're trying to get it to look like this. This is going to be the cheesy sauce that you... That's going to be what it is. Okay. What's up, folks? How's everybody doing? Now we got to add some more milk. Okay. We got to let it cook a little bit. This is where we're at, a little over medium, and still stir it in so everything gets in there gradually. And then we are hoping it looks like this once we finish. And this is the moment, you guys, when eating that Twinkie is not such a bad idea, because you got to wait for all this milk to pretty much get into the food. This is our moment for eating the Twinkie. Are we ready for the Twinkie? Okay, let me show you the Twinkie. Here we go. This is the moment of eating the Twinkie. The Twinkie moment. You have to reward yourself for cooking. The Twinkie moment. And then let's stir. You know what, Mommy? I heard what you said, but that box, they should change something on the box. The milk part is the part they should change. According to me, they have two different parts on the box dealing with milk. So I'm just going to read this part. Okay, so it says cover for this to simmer, which that would be normal. I'll do that in a second. Then it says stir occasionally until rice is tender, if necessary, uncovered. And cook while stirring an additional 1 to 3 minutes to desired consistency. While rice is cooking, stir 3 tablespoons of milk and topping mix in small bowl. I was just letting you know that they shouldn't show on this. Yeah, this is the part they should get rid of, the 1 cup of milk. Yeah, you do a good job. Remember, this is my first time making this one. I'm getting through it. What I'm doing is I'm about to get a pan from underneath. I'm talking about the cover thing. That's what's going to do what I need to do. I'm just making sure I wipe this part before I put it on top. I want to clean that first, folks. Yeah, because the way I would do things, I know how I would do it. I would literally want to cover it to get this to cook a little faster. Then let's check back on it. All right, let's get this seasoning going. We're going to do the seasoning in a second. Almost time for this.
Where's the milk? I was gonna tell you, go to mix that seasoning.
Yeah, I'm about to do that now.
Because you're supposed to mix this in there while
I know that's what I'm. Hey, I got it. Please let me. I got it. That's enough. I got it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I got it. So I don't need.
I just trying to help.
Yeah, I know that it needs to get some of that stuff out of there because I know what it's looking like.
But when you mix it, it's gonna dry it up.
I got it. I'm just reading what this thing is.
And one more thing, the milk that's in that cup thing, you're gonna mix the topping inside of that.
Is this the cheesy sauce? This is the first.
It goes on top once it's all done.
I'm getting them mixed up because this is the part that gets it. So this is the part that should be mixed in.
So this is the sauce mix.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And this is the topping.
That's what I thought. They need to have this on here better. I'm trying to say, like, I got
You can barely see it, too. You might want to turn it down just a little bit.
Yeah. I am. Putting the sauce finally. It says sauce. Okay, let's mix. Well, yeah, I think that they need to also put them in different where it's very obvious. Yeah, I think that was where they kind of messed up, in my opinion. Just like I said, the milk thing, that to me, that's what made it not so great. Because it was everything was doing well without the milk, in my opinion. And in order, I had to cook it faster in order to get it to look how it needs to be looking. Because, yeah, I have an ideal too. Okay, let's see how it's looking, folks. Let's flip the camera. Okay. We're trying to get here. Not quite there, but trying to. And that's what this sauce is going to do. That's going to be the white sauce. Okay, let's get back to mixing and get our Twinkie on. You can eat Twinkies, folks, if you're wondering. It's looking better.
Yeah, but the topping and sauce, that's
Yeah, I don't think, yeah, that's the part. It's little stuff on the box that I think they should change, obviously. I see Mr. Fox, you're getting your good nap in, huh, Mr. Fox? Yeah. Okay, you guys, we're getting here little by little and taking our Twinkie break. It's not there yet. That is, I told you, it's the milk that made it to where. Yeah, I know. So everything's done correct. That's why I said it's looking better. That means it's almost looking how it's supposed to look. It's just it took it some time. And I did turn the heat down. It's on low now because I can see that it's getting close to looking how it's supposed to look. Okay, let's look at it, folks. Halfway through our Twinkie. Yeah, it's looking good. It's gonna be yummy. If you're wondering, we're getting somewhere, folks. Take a little drink break.
Tell me what you find. Nothing was gone. It was gone. Okay. So somebody took this thing that you were left out on communal bushes and built something to it. So just a second. You don't know who did anything. So you went looking for it. And strung over a metal fence.
Okay, I'm gonna turn that. You gotta turn this looking good. So now we're ready to put our last little topping on. Whoops. Yeah, it can be a lot of work. Now we're about to do our last step with pouring the little topping on. I'm trying to say that we're literally like there now. And I was able to turn it off because now we're pretty much finished. Yep. I can't believe they think you need that much milk. I don't know what they're thinking. If someone used maybe a little more ground beef, you would need all that milk, but not for that serving size. You don't. Oh, you said what? Yeah, so it depends on how much you're cooking. Yeah, I think it's your stove, how your stove is, in order to make it perfect. It came out. I would say it came out average. You know, where once you make it a second time, you know, as a person, you know, then you kind of know how you want to make it the next time. That's how this is, you guys. That's almost finished. You gotta keep it clean around here. You're gonna finish the Twinkie. Take a break, folks. someone wants to know, the morning breakfast probably a little more fun to make.
Video shows him about 40 minutes later after I left for work.
Okay, I'm about to spread the sauce now because it's, you know, it's pretty much done.
And then coming back, I want to see it. And my witness here.
Our last step, the sauce.
And then I also
Mix the sauce in with that little milk.
You said mix this with the milk?
That's why the milk is on the counter.
Yeah.
Mix it with the fork.
Make sure what?
Mix it with the fork.
Yeah, I got it.
Then you pour it on top of the thing.
Yep. Last step, folks.
I don't think that much, but I remember that fact.
You did good on you remember this clearly. Okay, the sauce you have to mix with milk to get that good look. Use a fork to kind of get that stir going. I don't know how they came up with this one, but they came up with it how they came up with it.
You just did this.
Well, yeah, why? What's the problem? I need just a tiny bit more. You don't want it to taste pasty. You know, just a tiny bit more. And now I'm making sure it's fully got that. I mean, kind of fun, but kind of tedious. That's how we'll rank this one. It was kind of a tedious one when we compare it to making, you know, other things, but not so bad. Obviously, it passes, but it's not the easiest one to make, obviously. So hold on. All right, now I'm ready to pour it. Put this where it needs to go. Forgot to show you. Hi, Jacob. This is what it's looking like. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put it on low that way, and then if you want to have some, you're more than welcome. I meant like if you want to have some before dinner. Because I know that's up to you if you're hungry still. Thank you. And we're going to compare it to the box too. So it looks like we need a fork to get this off of here. Okay. All right, now let's pour it on top. And this is what it's supposed to look like with that creamy sauce. Well. This is supposed to be the final product, you guys. So this is what it ended up looking like. Definitely different, I guess, than what I had envisioned. But yeah, it's finished, you guys. This is the creamy sauce, the white stuff right here. But yeah, we have pretty much made it, and here's my reward for making such a tasty, delicious meal. Of course, I rewarded myself with this and this, but the final reward, this. This is after. Mr. Fox, I finished making the food, honey. All the chocolate, you know. So everything's pretty much finished, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm about to dig in, try what I ate, and I'll let you know how it is. Of course. So it's perfect now. So see you folks. Bye.